Hey there fellow Pokemon fans, Hisui has got some of the coolest Pokemon ever, right? So I thought it'd be really fun to see how a team of all Hisuian Pokémon would fare against the players of Scarlet and Violet. We've got some of my all-time favourites with Hisuian Samurott, Electrode, Goodra, Kleavor, Overqwil and Ursaluna. Fantastic stuff. Oh, and while we're on the subject, quick question of the day. What's your favourite Hisuian Pokemon? Let me know down below in the comments, and if you enjoy the video and want to join me on my journey to reach 1,000 subscribers, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button for more exciting battles. And with all that said, let's jump straight into the games.
No time to question my moves. I stick to the path that
Okay, so my opponent's got a Hisuian Arcanine, a Kyogre, a Tinkerton, Cinderace, Charizard and Zoroark. Very interesting team. I'm leading off with Kleavor, and let's do this. Alrighty, so who are you leading off with, eh? So it is the Kyogre. Okie dokie. So I think I'm going to U-turn, and we can get off some damage, and then I can switch into my Samurott on the Water Spout, right? So do you know what? I might even just Terra Water my Kleavor, and let's go for that Stone Axe. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. Time for the Terrestrialization. So I'm going for the Terra Water just in case they're Choice Scarf, right? Because I think we might be able to live if it's resisted, but we're about to find out. So, Kleavor, I believe in you, buddy. Let's go for that Stone Axe and let's do this. Come on, if we don't miss, we have to not miss. Come on, Kleavor, Stone Axe time, and we don't miss. Fantastic. And, oh my god, that's the Zoroark. Okay, amazing job, Kleavor. Now we get up the hazards, and down goes the Zoroark. No more illusion shenanigans. So, great job, Kleavor, and let's find out who comes on in next. And we also get some Stealth Rocks, which is always great to see. Alrighty, so Arcanine's coming in. Interesting. So, unless they Terrestrialize this, they're weak to my Stone Axe, right? So, I'm going for that Stone Axe, and let's do this again. Alright, so, they go for the Extreme Speed, but Kleavor tanks it like a boss. Now, let's go for that Stone Axe, but we miss. Oh, no. Okay, so that's unfortunate. So, we can tank another one, though, so let's go for that Stone Axe. Alright, so, they go for another Extreme Speed. I think if we're lucky, we might even be able to take one more, but we go for that Stone Axe, and we don't have to, and we knock out the Arcanine. Fantastic job, Kleavor. Man, I love Kleavor. Such a cool Pokemon. Down goes the Arcanine, and let's find out who comes in next. Alright, so Callum the Gourmet is coming out, which is the Charizard. Okay, and they take the Stealth Rocks damage as well, so unless they're Choice Scarf, we outspeed. So let's go for that Stone Axe. Here we go. Alright, so Kleavor goes for the Stone Axe, and we miss. Oh, no. Okay, so what's the Charizard going for? Air Slash. Hold on, Kleavor. Hold on. Oh, no, it knocks out my Kleavor. Damn, that's unfortunate. 2 misses. Sorry to see that, Kleavor, but you've been amazing, buddy. So take a good long rest, and you leave the rest to us, eh? So now I'm going to go into my Samurott. Yeah, now I'm going to go into my Samurott, and I'm going to Ceaseless Edge, right? So come on in, Samurott, buddy. I need your assistance. And the Cinderace might be court change, but I've got the Ceaseless Edge, right? So let's do this. Alright, so Samurott goes for the Ceaseless Edge, and we knock out the Charizard. Fantastic job, Samurott, and now let's see who comes in next. Okay, so Big Hum is coming out, which is the... Okay, it's this. So I am definitely going to have to switch out now. But they take some Stealth Rocks and some Spikes, which is lovely jubbly. So what do I want to switch into? I'm going to switch into my Overqwil, get off an Intimidate, and then I'm going to go for a Toxic Spikes. Right, let's do it. Alright, oh, the battle was cancelled. Amazing. Fair enough. Good game to my opponent, and great job to all my Pokemon. Okay, so my opponent's got a Sneasler, an Iron Hands, an Annihilate, a Cyclizar, Goldengo, and Garchomp. Pretty tough looking team. I'm leading off with Samurott, and let's do this. Okay, so who are you leading off with, eh? So something the Gourmet is the Iron Hands. Okie dokie. So didn't really work out for me with my Samurott lead, unfortunately. So what am I? Oh, they are Booster Energy as well. So I'm guessing it's Attack. It's most likely going to be Attack. Of course it is. So alrighty, what am I going to do against this, eh? So it's either going for a Fighting type move or an Electric type move. I'm going to go for the Overqwil to get off and Intimidate, and we'll see how it goes from there, right? So, calm back, Samurott. Great job. Hopefully they've gone for a Fighting type move. We're about to find out. So, Overqwil, I need your assistance, buddy. Maybe a Drain Punch. Let's find that. We get off the Intimidate. Lovely jubbly. Now, what are you going for? Drain Punch. Okay, so Overqwil takes that really well. Great job, buddy. Amazing. So, now I'm thinking about setting up a Spike, right? Because that does seem to be like in my best interest. Yeah, 100%. I'm going for that Spike. Let's do it. So, okay, Overqwil goes for those Spikes. Lovely jubbly. Now, what's the Iron Hands going for, eh? So, it's going to be the... maybe it's an Electric type move. It's going to be the... Oh, Thunder Punch. Okay, so Overqwil takes that really well. Great job, buddy. We're going to get some more Black Sludge, bringing us up to a nice little amount of health. So, okay, now I'm going to go for the Bar Barrage to get off some damage, right? Okay, so Overquill goes for that Barbarage. Can we get the poison? 50%. Yes, we get the poison. Amazing job, Overquill. Sorry, yeah, okay, so that's great. So they go for a Thunder Punch. Fair enough. So now I'm thinking, do I want to switch? If they go for a Thunder Punch, I could just immediately switch. I mean, they might go for a Drain Punch now. I'm not too sure. But they are taking more and more poison damage, right? So I'm going to go for another Barbarage to go for some more damage, right? So it's now doubled in power, so that's some great damage, Overquill. That's what I'm talking about. They go for a Drain Punch. Okie dokie, so they'll get some health back, but it'll be negated by the poison, right? So great job. That's what we're talking about. So what do we think we should do now? I might go for another Barbarage, but that might invite in the Goldengo. I'm not too sure, but the main thing is the Iron Hands is weakened, right? So that's a definitely big threat to my team. So what should I go for now, eh? I'm thinking, Cyclizar could always soak up, could always Rapid Spin, right? But you know what? I'm just gonna go for the, spikes. Let's do it. So Overcall goes for that second layer of spikes. Lovely jubbly. I think we should be able to live one more Drain Punch, right? I mean, they might have Muck Punch, that is true, but I think we're okay after the Black Sludge. So yeah, Overcall takes that really well, and I think after the Black Sludge we can tank at least one more, what's his face? At least one more, Muck Punch, right? So great job, Overcall, that's what I'm talking about. And yeah, now I'm going to go for one more Barbarage to be able to get off as much damage as possible, right? So Overcall, you've got this, buddy. Let's go for that Barbarage. Here we go. Alright, so they're going to withdraw the Iron Hands, fair enough. Maybe they're going to use it as a sacrifice later on. Maybe into Goldengo. Let's find out. Oh, maybe it's Cyclizar, I don't know. So it is Cyclizar, okay. Well, we're going to get off a nice little Barbarage off on this thing, right? So I'm more than happy to get off damage on this, right? Oh, some great damage, Overquill. And we get the poison. Overquill, you absolute monster. Amazing, okay. So I'm assuming they're going to go for the Rapid Spin right about now. And I think it's in my best interest to just go for a Barbarage to be able to knock this out, right? I'm happy to trade the, or I could go for, no, do you know what? I'm going for the Barbarage. This thing's got regenerates, right? So it does go for the Rapid Spin. Overquill tanks it like a boss. And now we're going to finish it off with a Barbarage, right? So Overquill, thank you very much, buddy. Now that their Rapid Spin has gone, every time we set hazards from now on, they won't be able to get rid of them. So that's great. And we're also going to get some Black Sludge as well. And I think I might even preserve Overquill to be able to bring him back in on the Iron Hands or something. So let's see who's next. Alright, so something the reliable partner. Is it the Garchomp? It's the Goldengo. Okie dokie. So, on this, what do I think, eh? I could just switch into my Samurott. We resist both the Steel and the Ghost type moves, right? And then I can go for a Ceaseless Edge. I think that's in my best interest, right? So, Samurott, coming in, buddy. I need your assistance. Now, what are you going for? Power Gem. Okay, fair enough. We'll definitely tank this. Oh, you bloody crit. Okay, so that's annoying. I'm going to go for the Ceaseless Edge and let's do this. So, alright, Samurott goes for that Ceaseless Edge and let's see the damage and we knock out the Goldengo. Amazing job, Samurott. And we're also going to be able to set up a layer of spikes. So, every time something switches in now, they're going to take a bit of chip damage. Fantastic. So, who's next? Alright, so who's coming out now, eh? It is the Sneasler. Interesting. So, now, what do I think this is going to go for, eh? Do you know what? Maybe this is my opportunity to go for... Hang on a minute, let me think about this. What do I want to do, eh? So, I guess it's in my best interest to just go for the Ceaseless... I'm going for the Ceaseless Edge, let's do it. So, Samurott goes for that Ceaseless Edge, let's see the damage, and okay, that's a nice chunk of damage. And we get up another layer of spikes. Great job, Samurott. Now, what is this thing going for, eh? It's going for... Oh, Brick Break, interesting. So, that takes out my Samurott. But Samurott, you've been amazing, buddy. You took a good long rest, and you leave the rest to us, eh? So, okie dokie. On this now... oh, were they Black Sludge? Oh, maybe they're Poison Touch. That makes sense. That makes sense. So, do I think Electro can knock it out, though, is the question. I don't think it can, right? So, I might have to go into my Ursaluna and Terra Fairy and Body Slam this, right? Do I think that's in my... But yeah, do you know what? I'm going to go into my Ursaluna, and I'm going to Terra Fairy on the Brick Break, and I'm going to Body Slam, right? So, come on in, Ursaluna, buddy. I need your assistance. Time for that Terra Fairy, and let's go for that Body Slam. Here we go. So, alright, we got this, Ursaluna. I believe in you. So, okay. So, oh, low battery. Fair enough. So, okie dokie. Ursaluna, you got this, buddy. Time to show the love. So, alright. They must be going for the Brick Break right about now. It's got to be, right? So, okay, Ursaluna, I believe in you. Show me that Brick Break. There's the Brick Break. Not today. Ursaluna tanks it like a boss. Now, finish this off with a Body Slam, buddy. You can do it. So, down goes the Sneasler. Amazing job, Ursaluna. That's what I'm talking about. So, let's see who comes in next. And we will also get some leftovers at the end of the turn. Fantastic. That's what I'm talking about. And, yeah, I don't know what they can go into, but we're about to find out. Alright, so something the reliable partner is coming out, and it is the Annihilate. Okay, so I can't actually touch this with my Ursaluna, right? So I need to think about what I want to do. I don't want to go Overcrawl because it does basically give them a Defiant boost, right? So I'm going to go into my Cleaver. I'm pretty sure we can... Oh, the battle was cancelled. Amazing. Okay, so good going to my opponent and fantastic job to all my Pokemon. Boosh. Okay, so my opponent's got a Quagsire, a Heatran, a... what's his face? Oh god, I forgot the Vulture's name. Anyways, the Rotom Grass, the Iron Valiant, and the Rillaboom. I'm leading off with Cleavor, and let's do this. Okay, so who are you leading off with? So Quasi, is that the Quagsire? It is the Quagsire. Okie dokie. So maybe it's going for the Stealth Rocks. Interesting. So I could just go for my initial Stone Axe, couldn't I? Do I want to do that? Do you know what? I am going to go for the... I'm going to go for the Stone Axe. Let's do it. So, alright, Cleavor goes for that Stone Axe. We do a little bit of damage, and we get up the Stealth Rocks. Lovely jubbly. And they are Rocky Helmet. Confirmed. Okie dokie. So, now, what are they going for? I'm guessing it's the Stealth Rocks. Or maybe Spikes. Oh, it's Toxic. Interesting. So, maybe I should have switched into my Overcrawl there. But you know what? I can switch into my Overcrawl right about now. And if they don't go for a... I mean, I'm guessing they're going to go for the Hazards. It is what it is. But you know what? I can now just go into my... do I want to go into Electrode? Interesting. Do you know what? I'm going into my Electrode. Let's do it. So, come back, Cleavor. You've been fantastic. The Stealth Rocks are up, so we can take some... we can take advantage of Electrode's gimmick at this point. So, come on in, buddy. I need your assistance. And what are they going for? Recover. Okay. So, now I'm going to go for a substitute on their potential Toxic or Switch. So, let's go for that substitute. Oh, no, I went for Discharge. Oh, no, I'm so silly. Okay, so they are withdrawing the Quagsire. Oh my god, I can't believe I pressed Discharge. I'm glad they switched at least. They're going into their Heatran, right? So maybe if I'm lucky, I can get a lucky Discharge Paralysis. But man, that was unfortunate. So Electrode goes for that Discharge. And okay, can we get the Paralysis? We get the Paralysis! Amazing job, Electrode. My god, I got so lucky there. Wow, okay, so they are leftovers, fair enough. So... okay, now it's time to go for the substitute, and until they get paralyzed, right? So let's go for that substitute. Here we go. So oh, they're going to withdraw the oh my god, amazing! So we get the substitute for free. I can't believe how this worked out. Amazing job, Electrode. So now I can just go for another what's his face? I can go for a Discharge on the off chance maybe they get paralyzed, right? So Electrode, you absolute boss. So yeah, fantastic. So we're also going to get some leftovers and some grassy terrain. Increasing our Electrode's health recovery, so fantastic. I can't believe how that worked out. My god, I got so lucky there. Fair play, fair play. So I wonder what the opponent's thinking right now. They're like, what? He went for Discharge? So yeah, anyways, are they leftovers as well? Fair enough. So okay, leftovers Rillaboom. Maybe they're a bit more tanky. So I'm going to go for the Discharge on the off chance we get a Paralysis, right? So Electrode goes for that Discharge. I'm guessing maybe they're going for a U-turn. We do some nice damage, to be fair. Can we get the Paralysis? We do not. Okie dokie. So they are going for the U-turn. Fair enough. So they can't really go into the... oh god, what was the Vulture's name? I forgot its name. The generation... Mandibuzz. So they might go into Mandibuzz, and maybe they'll defog, but I doubt it. So anyways, we will get some leftovers and some grassy terrain recovery. And yeah, let's see who they go into next. Alright, so they're going to go back into the Heatran. Well, I'm more than happy to just keep going for substitutes until they get paralyzed, right? We've got the grassy terrain and the leftovers recovery, which is also going to be helping out, which is fantastic. So, great job, Electro buddy. So, yeah, we are going to go for that substitute, and let's see what the Heatran... They're also going to get recovered, but once I get my Lead Seeder combo going, right, we'll be in a good position, right? So, good job, good job. So, okay, Electrode, let's go for that substitute, buddy, and let's see if we can get lucky turn one. Alright, so, Electrode goes for the substitute, and yeah, okay, show me you got paralyzed, eh? So, show me the paralysis, nope, okay, so, they got Lava Plume, okie dokie. So, I can't remember. I think Lava Plume's got a chance to miss, right? So, we've got the potential chance of a miss happening alongside Paralysis. And we're getting leftovers and grassy terrain recovery. So, I feel like we're in a good position. So, Electrode, you got a few more chances to be able to do this, buddy. I believe in you. So, yeah, I'm not going to switch because Lava Plume has got a chance to burn. And I do not want anything else getting burned, right? No, no, no. So, okay, they get some leftovers. And... yeah, I'm going for another substitute. If it didn't burn, I'd probably switch into my Samurott, but I'm not taking that chance, right? So, let's do this. Alright, so, Electrode goes for the substitute. There it is. And yeah, come on. Show me a paralysis. Show me that paralysis. Nope, there's the Lava Plume, and they don't miss. Fair enough. So, Electrode, you've got multiple opportunities to be able to do this. The worst case scenario is if they never get paralyzed and if they never miss, right? So, yeah, we need to stay on top of that, right? So we're going to get some more leftovers back. Lovely jubbly. And we're also going to get some grassy terrain, and I'm not sure, is this the last turn of the grassy terrain? It might be. So they also get some healing back, which obviously is beneficial for them. And yeah, so they basically got a pretty much healed up Heatran. Fair enough. So, Electrode buddy, we need to go for another substitute, and let's do this. Alright, so Electrode goes for a substitute again. Come on, we need that paralysis, come on. Show me a paralysis, come on, it's about time, right? So, oh, they go for Stealth Rocks. I'll take it. So, now I'm going to go for the Leech Seed 100%, and then I can just keep substituting, right? And then they can switch into into Rillaboom and U-turn again. I can't really stop that, but at least I can scare off the Heatran, right? So, Electrode buddy, let's do this. And yeah, so, alright, grassy terrain disappeared. Now we are going for that Leech Seed 100%. Alright, so Electrode goes for that Leech Seed. We don't miss, thankfully. So, okay, now that the Heatran is Leech Seeded, we're going to outpace its leftovers, and we're also going to be able to outpace for damage, right? So, okay, they go for Lava Plume, fair enough. We're going, our substitute will fade, and they are most likely going to switch into their Rillaboom, right? So that's the plan. So, okay, and each time the Rillaboom comes in, it'll take some Stealth Rocks damage, and it will also take a little bit of damage, right? So I'm happy with that. So, okay, Electrode gets some more leftovers back. They get some more, what's his face? They get some more, we get some Elite Seed health back, sorry. And yeah, we're also going to get some leftovers. So, look at that. Electrode's in a great position. So, going for another substitute. Here we go. Alright, so they are going to withdraw the Heatran as expected. And they are going to be going into the Rillaboom, I assume. So, no, that's not the Rillaboom. It is the, it's the Rotom. Okay, fair enough. So, I don't know what this thing's got to be able to hurt me, but I can just go for a Discharge to be able to, no, I'm going to go for the Giga Drain because it's not quad resisted, right? So, Electrode buddy, let's go for a Giga Drain and let's do this. So, I don't know what they can do, Volt Switch maybe, but let's go for that Giga Drain and let's find out. So, okay, oh, they went for Trick, but it doesn't work on Substitute, so we're in a great position. Electrode, you absolute boss. So, oh my god, that's some great damage as well. So, okay, Electrode is popping off, that's what we like to see. So, I think maybe they'll go into Rillaboom now, maybe they'll... So, I'm assuming they're choiced right, and they're stuck in Trick right now, so I can just go for another, or maybe I'll go for a Discharge. Do you know what? I'm going for the Discharge so that I can't... In case they go into Heatran, right? Alright, so they are going to withdraw the Rotom, whatever it's called, the Grass Electric one. They are going into Rillaboom, so I'm glad I went for Discharge, right? And if we're lucky, we get a chance to Paralyze it, right? So, come on, Electrode. There's the Grassy Surge. It's only going to help my my Electrode with health recovery, so I'll take it. So, we go for the Discharge. Come on, let's get a cheeky little Paralysis. Come on, let's see it. So, fantastic, it's below 50%. We don't get the paralysis, fair enough, but we will get another chance to be able to, right? So that's how I like to look at it. So it's 30% chance, it's basically like Scald, and look at that, we're almost back up to full. Fantastic job, Electrode. So they are going to get some grassy terrain and some leftovers back, but I can negate that with my Discharge, right? That's the plan. So Electrode, buddy, let's go for another Discharge and let's do some damage. Come on, buddy. Alright, so Electrode goes for that Discharge. Let's see the damage. Nice little chunk of damage. Great job, Electrode. And they're going to go for the U-turn. So, alright, show us that Oh, no, they went for a knockoff. Interesting. So, okay. What do I want to switch into on this then? So, I can't go into my, I can't go into Samurott. No. So, they want to get rid of my leftovers, and I can't really afford that, right? So, I need to switch. But the question is, who am I going to switch into? Decision time. So, okie dokie. Is anything faster than Samurott? Let's have a look. So, oh, maybe the Iron Valiant, right? Maybe the Iron Valiant. So, I'm going to go into my Overclaw, right? I'm going to go into my Overclaw. So, come on back, Electrode. You've been fantastic. And I'll set up a Spike, right? That's in my best interest. So, come on in, Overclaw, buddy. I need your assistance. We'll get off an Intimidate, and they'll go for a knockoff. It's resisted, so we won't take as much damage, but we will lose our Black Sludge. It is what it is, though, right? So, okay, so they went for a knockoff. Overclaw takes it like it's nothing. Great job, buddy. And I am going to go for a Spike. They'll probably switch into their Heatran. It is what it is, but it's in my best interest, right? So, their Rillaboom is slowly healing up, unfortunately. And, yeah, Overclaw, we're also going to get some grassy terrain and some... Yeah, so fantastic. So, let's go for that Spike. Here we go. Alright, so they go for the U-turn. It's going to do a little bit of damage. Great job, Overclaw, buddy. And I'm guessing they're going to go back into their Heatran. Only one way to find out. So, great job, Overclaw, and let's see who's coming in. Okay, so Mandy, that's got to be the Mandibuzz, right? So maybe they're going to go for a default. But you know what? This gives me a chance to be able to bar barrage this, right? And if we can get off a poison, that'd be fantastic. They might be Rocky Helmet, which is what I'm a little bit worried about. But their foul play will be resisted, so it won't do too much, right? So I'm going for that bar barrage 100%. So Overcool goes for that bar barrage. We do some nice damage. They go for a taunt. How interesting. So will they now switch the Mandibuzz out into the Heatran? I don't know. They might do that. I'm going to stay in and go for another bar barrage in case they stay in for a U-turn, right? So I should have probably taunted them, but it is what it is. Let's go for that bar barrage. And come on, let's get a chance of poison. Come on, show me that poison. We get the poison. Amazing. Great job, Overquill. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe now they're going in for a U-turn. They went for a defog. Interesting. So now they can either switch and keep their Mandibuzz weakened and then go into a into Heatran, which is what they might do, right? So, alright, decision time. Do I want to switch? Okay, I'm going to go into my... Do I want to go into Cleavor? Interesting question, eh? Interesting question. Do you know what? I'm going into my Cleavor. Let's do it. So, come on back, Overquill. I'll save you for later. You've been fantastic, buddy. I'm going to go straight into my Cleavor. We will take at least 2 turns of toxic damage, but I think they're either going to go for a U-turn or a D... Oh, they're withdrawing, so I think it's going to be into Heatran, right? So let's find out. So it is the Heatran, which is fantastic because I can go for a Stone Axe and I can do some big damage, right? So, okay, they get some leftovers. And if we're lucky, there's a chance they can get paralyzed, right? So that's what I'm hoping for. So, Cleavor, buddy, I need you to help me out here, and let's do this. So, let's go for that Stone Axe, and let's gap the rocks again. Alright, so they are going to withdraw the Heatran, maybe into Quagsire. Let's find out. So, it is into Quagsire, fair enough. So, we will do a little bit of damage, but they'll probably get that back. I think they had leftovers, right? So, at least we don't miss the Stone Axe, and we do a nice little bit of chip damage. We take some Rocky Helmet. And now we're also going to take another layer of toxic damage, which is rather unfortunate. So we know the Quagsire's got toxic, right? It might also have spikes. So I doubt they're going to go for a toxic right now. I'm going to switch into... Who the heck do I want to switch into, eh? So I'm going to go into my Overcall. Let's do it. So Combat Cleavor. I'm not sure what they're going to go for. Maybe they're going to go for an Earthquake. Maybe they're going to go for a Spike. Either way, covered in Overcall, buddy. I need your assistance. And yeah, so we go off the Intimidate. Lovely jubbly. What are you going for? Okay, they went for Toxic. Fantastic. So, now I'm thinking, should I go for a Bar Barrage or should I Taunt? No, do you know what? I'm going for the spikes. Let's do it. So, Overcool goes for those spikes. Now, I'm wondering what the Quagsire's going to go for, eh? So, are you going for an Earthquake or are you going for your own spikes? Let's find out. So, they're going for an Earthquake. Okay, so let's see the damage. Hold on, Overcool. Oh my god, that bloody hurt. What was that? Crit? That was a bloody crit. Oh no. Okay, so I can't really afford that damage anymore. That sucks. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm going to go into my Electrode now. Hopefully they don't Toxic, but that was bloody... Oh my god, that was crazy. Okay, so Overcrow, I'm going to save you for later, buddy. Come on in. Electrode, I need your assistance. Come on in. And yeah, so Earthquake, there's the Earthquake. Fantastic job, buddy. So, okay, that does more than 25% right, unfortunately. So, what do I want to do against this, eh? So, do I think they're going to switch now is the question. Okay, I'm going to go for the Substitute and let's find out. Alright, so they are going to withdraw the Quagsire, fair enough. Maybe into their own Heatran, we're about to find out. So, no, they're going into Rillaboom, interesting. So, they'll take some Stealth Rocks and they'll take some Spikes, right, which is going to be beneficial as hell with checking this thing's healing, right? So, okay, they take some Grassy Surge damage. And now we're going to get some leftovers and some grassy terrain healing to help with our health recovery. So, okay, let's see the health recovery. We're in our Substitute safely there. They might go for a U-turn, to be fair. So, okay, I'm going to go for a Discharge. And if we're lucky, we can finally get a Paralysis off on this Rillaboom, right? So, alright, Electrode. So they get some grassy terrain and some leftovers. They're going to get just above the green, I believe. So is it just above the green? Let's find out. It is. Okay, so we're going to go for a Discharge, slowly weakening this. Let's go for it. Oh, let's go with a Discharge. Let's do it. So, alright, Electrode goes for that Discharge. Let's see the damage. Come on, buddy, you've got this. And, okay, great chunk of damage. So, I'm guessing they're going for a U-turn. Oh, no, they're going for Knockoff. Okay. Well, do you know what? If they're going to carry on going for Knockoff, I will immediately just go into my Overquill, because we'll take even less damage now that we've lost our item. And then we'll get a Black Sludge and some Grassy Terrain recovery, right? So, that might be the opportunity my Overquill needs to be able to get some health back, right? So, Electrode, you've been fantastic, buddy, with forcing the switches. They're going to get some recovery back. It is what it is. And yeah, okay, so I guess they could go into Mandibuzz, but my Overcall outspeeds it, so I can just taunt it if that's what they decide to do, right? So, okay, let's switch immediately into our Overqwil and let's do this. Alright, so come on back, Electrode. You've been fantastic, buddy. Overqwil, I need your assistance, and I hope they've gone for a knockoff. Come on, tell me you carried on going for the knockoff. Come on, show me that, show me that. We go off the Intimidate, -1 attack for you, and oh, Drum Beating, even better. So that's resisted, and we take, oh, but my speed drops, didn't it? So that's a bit scary. Yeah, that's a bit scary. So, okay. I need to decide what I want to do now, because if they go into Manly Buzz, they'll probably outspeed me now, which is annoying. Okay, so they might even go for a U-turn now, but I think after the grassy terrain we should be okay, right? So, all right, decision time. I'm going for the Bar Barrage. Let's do it. All right, so they go for you. Hold on. Okay, Overqwil holds on. Fantastic job, Overqwil. So, if they got into Manly Buzz now, we'll be able to do a not a super effective, sorry, a double damage power Bar Barrage. Essentially super effective because it's poisoned. Okay, so they are going into the Manly Buzz. Okay, so time to see the damage. Get him, Overqwil, and okay. All right, so this is great. This is great. Okay, so they're going to take some poison damage, and now I need to figure out what is in my best interest, right? So I'm going to go for the I'm going for the Taunt. Let's do it. So they go for the Defog. Okay, fair enough. So they'll go down to Poison now. And unfortunately, we will lose the hazards on their side of the field. But we will now have essentially knocked out their Manly Buzz because of the Toxic will take it out, right? It's the Poison, sorry. And yeah, it's a shame I didn't go... I mean, it's best I went for a Taunt, because if they went for a Roost, I'd be in a much bigger problem, right? So, okay. Down goes the Manly Buzz. Fantastic. Great job, Overqwil. That's what I'm talking about. Now they can't get rid of hazards, and we need to figure out a way of being able to get our hazards back up, right? So, okay, fantastic job, Overqwil. Only 3 minutes left, and they've still got 5 Pokemon left. So, alright, Rotom Fan is their next Pokemon, right? So, I'm going to go into my Electro because I feel like we resist all their attacks, right? So, calm back, Overqwil. I'll need you for later on. They might go for a Volt Switch, but do you know what, Electro? I need your assistance, buddy. So, we resist all of their attacks unless they go for a Trick. So, they went for a Volt Switch, fair enough. So, they might go into Heatran, they might go into Quagsire, I'm not sure. But Electro, I got faith in you, buddy. And we'll also get some leftovers at the end of the turn, right? So, let's see who's coming in next. Alright, so, Theraputin, is that the Iron Valiant? It is the Iron Valiant. Okay, so, question is this thing a speed attack or speed? So, it's speed, so I don't even know what it's going to go for, right? So, and it's definitely going to outspeed me, so I need to decide what I think they're going to go for. So there's 2 minutes left in the battle. 2 minutes left. Most of their team is weakened, so I need to decide what I need to go into, right? So I'm going to go into my Overqwil. I'll sacrifice my Overqwil. So come back, Electrode. You've been fantastic. I'll go into my Overqwil, and I'll get an Intimidate off, and I hope they're physical. If not, we'll be in a pickle. So, alright, we get off the Intimidate. There it is. And now, what are you going for? Moonblast? Close combat. Okay, so fair enough. So now they get a defense drop, right? So now I'm tempted to go into my, what's his face? Into my Ursaluna, Terra Fairy, and Body Slam this, right? So that's what I'm thinking. So Ursaluna, buddy, come on in. I need your assistance. And we can go from there, right? So Ursaluna, I need your assistance. And yeah, now we're going to Terra Fairy and we're going to Body Slam this. Let's do it. So, okay, here we go. So we are terrestrializing. They are not confirmed by us going first. There's 60 seconds left in the battle, right? So we have to get this right. So at -2, I feel quite confident that Ursaluna's Body Slam might just one-shot this. But either way, we'll be in a really good position because we can just hit it again, right? So, okay, show me that close. Oh, they went for a Destiny Bond. Oh my god. Okay, so that's terrifying. Okay, Ursaluna, don't take it out, buddy. Don't take it out. Don't take it out. It lived. Thank God for that. Okay, so I'm going to go for another Body Slam. Let's do some damage. Okay, so they go for a knockoff. It's resisted, so Ursaluna takes nothing. And now that we can knock out this Iron Valiant with our Body Slam, they'll basically be down to 4 Pokemon. We'll have 5 Pokemon, and because of a timer, we're going to win. Blimey, this was a bloody long game. It was bloody intense. So, yeah, it was really good, though. Really tough. So, yeah, good game to my opponent. Fantastic job. Oh, they're sending out Rillaboom. Okay, so we're going to go for the mechanics. Fair enough. So it does set up the Grassy Surge, even though the timer's up. So fair enough. So, alright. Time is up. Let's just go for another Body Slam and let's do this. Alright, so the time's run out and we have defeated our opponent. Fantastic. Good game to my opponent. Bloody tough game. And great job to all my Pokemon. Okay, so my opponent's got an all-legendary team. They got the Rock Ogerpon, they got the Dialga, Mewtwo, Miraidon, Terapagos, and the Urshifu. I'm leading off with Cleavor, and let's do this. Okay, so who are you leading off with? So out comes the... Okay, Ogerpon, fair enough. So I guess I could go for the U-turn here. Yeah, do you know what? I'm gonna go for the U-turn for the super effectiveness, right? So Kleavor goes for that U-turn. We bring it all the way down to its sturdy, lovely jubbly. Great job, Kleavor, buddy. And maybe I can go into... do I want to go into my Gastrodon or do I want to go into my Overqwil? Do you know what? I think Overqwil might be a cool idea. So I'm going to go into my Overqwil. Let's do it. We'll get off an Intimidate. And, oh, they might be going for the Ivy Cudgel, right, which can crit, which is true. So, oh, well, let's see. So, all right, Overqwil goes, all right, here's the Ivy Cudgel. No crits, please. No crits, please. And, okay, Overqwil takes that really well. We're going to get some Black Sludge back. Lovely jubbly. And now I'm thinking about setting up one spike, right? Yeah, 100%. I'm going to set up one spike. Let's do it. All right, so they go for the superpower. Even better, because now they get another attack drop and a defense drop. So, and now that with one spike up, this Ogerpon can't switch out without going down to hazards, right? So now I'm going to set up a Toxic Spikes, so that if anything like the Terapagos or the Shifu switches in, or the Mewtwo or anything like that, right, it can get poisoned, right? So that is the plan. So Overqwil, let's go for a Toxic Spikes and let's do this. Alright, so they got full swipe. Oh my god, okay, so that makes sense, I suppose. A full legendary team. What do we expect, right? So, anyways, let's carry on. We're gonna treat this team like any other, and we're gonna carry on going. So, okie dokie. Overqwil gets some Black Sludge, and now I'm gonna go for another layer of Toxic Spikes, so I can just Toxic Poison anything. They go for another Ivy Cudgel. No crits, please. Fantastic. Great job for tanking the hit, Overqwil. We go for a second layer of Toxic Spikes. Now, anything that comes in, except the oh god, I can't speak. The Dialga will get Toxic Poisoned, which is lovely jubbly. And now we're going to go for another layer of spikes, 100%. Let's do it, Overqwil. So, they go for another Ivy Cudgel. Not a problem. They crit me. Okay, fair enough. So, a great job, Overqwil. You took a good long rest, buddy, and you leave the rest to us, eh? So, okay. Now I'm going to go into my... Now I'm going to go into my Goodra. I'm going to go into my Goodra, 100%. So, coming in, Goodra, buddy. I need your assistance. We've got the Sap Sipper in case they're like Leech Seed or something crazy. And now let's go for that Shelter. Let's do it. So, they go for the Superpower. They're -2. Hold on, Goodra. Goodra holds on like a boss. Great job, Goodra. And now we're going to go for the Shelter. So, we're going to take even less damage now, right? 50% less to be exact. So, we're also going to get some leftovers back at the end of the turn, which is lovely jubbly. And yeah, so I'm going to go for one more Shelter because at that point, they're now -3 in attack, right? And I'm +2 in defense. So I'm going for that Shelter, 100%. Alright, so they go for another Superpower. Goodra can tank it. Look at that, 24 damage. And now we're going to get up to +4 defense while they're -4 attack. So yeah, this is great. Goodra, you've got this, my man. So okay. I think I'm going to go for one more Shelter to get to +6, right? Because the leftovers at this point will... I think it'll be outgaining the damage we take. So that's always great to see, right? So, Goodra, the man, the legend. Let's do this. Let's go for another Shelter. So, okay, they go for the Ivy Cudgel, but it's resisted. So, okay, as long as they did 4 damage. Amazing job, Goodra. And now we're +6 defense. So, only thing that we need to worry about is in case if they somehow crit, right? Because it ignores stat changes. But it is resisted, so it won't do a huge chunk of damage. And we're back up, and we're slowly gaining more and more health, right? So, great job, Goodra. Let's go for that body press, and let's knock out this Ogerpon. Alright, so they're going to withdraw the Ogerpon. Interesting. I wonder into who. Well, whoever it is going to take a +6 body press, right? So, let's find out. It is the Urshifu. It's the Dark Urshifu, so the body press is going to be super effective. They get poisoned. They take some spikes. Now, Goodra, finish this off with a +6 body press, buddy. You've got this. And we take out the Urshifu. Amazing. If they had not been so hasty, if they had waited for the Ogerpon to go in, they might have actually been able to have taken or bring my Goodra down to a lower mana health with the Wicked Blow crit, right? But no. Great job, Goodra, and let's see who comes in next. Alrighty, so who's coming out now? It is the Mewtwo. Okie dokie. So, I mean, even though fighting is resisted, right, we're +6. So, if you look at 50% of it, that's like saying +3, right? So, we're still going to do a huge chunk of damage with the body press, right? So, okay, let's go for that body press and let's see what happens. So, they go for the Aura Sphere. Okay, Goodra holds on like a boss. Great job, buddy. Now, do we take it out with the +3 body press? We do not. Okay, so now I'm thinking that maybe I need to Terra Poison, right? Because then we can resist the Aura Sphere. If they get off another Aura Sphere, that will really weaken my Goodra. So I need to think about this. I think I'm going to go for the Terra Poison. Let me check who they got on the back again. Yeah, do you know what? I am going to go for that Terra Poison. Let's let's do this. Come on, Goodra, I believe in you. So, here we go. Time to terrestrialize our Goodra into a poison type. The reason why I didn't do it the first time around is because on the second hit, they'd go for a psychic type move, right? And that'd be really bad. So, here we go, Goodra. Poison type Goodra. Very fitting. Now let's go for that body press and let's knock out this Mewtwo. So tell me you went for the Aura Sphere. There it is. Now hold on, Goodra. Goodra holds on like a boss. Now Goodra, finish off the Mewtwo with your body press and down goes my favourite legendary. Okie dokie. So down goes the big old threat and we are going to get some leftovers as well at the end of this turn. And yeah, I wonder who they're going to go into next. Maybe Terapagos, maybe Dialga. Let's find out. So show me what you're going for, mate. Okay, so who's coming in now? It's the Terapagos. Okay, so I can just body press this as well, right? Because their ability that basically makes the first attack not effective gets broken when they're taking the hazards damage, right? And they've also just got Toxic Poisoned, so it's on a quick timer, which is really great to see. So, Goodra, buddy, let's go for that body press and let's knock out this Terapagos. So, oh, they're going to terrestrialize into the Stellar type. Fair enough. So, I wonder what they've got. They might have Zen Headbutt, but we're +6 defense, right? So I'm not too worried. I mean, I never know whether or not these things are special or physical, right? Because it can be run either way. But I think they're more likely going to be physical. But let's find out. So what have you got? It's got the Terra Star. I mean, I can't even tell really because that kind of just goes off your higher stat, doesn't it? So we're about to find out though. So Goodra takes a. Oh, okay. Oh, of course, I forgot. It's super effective against terrestrialized Pokemon. So I think that confirms it's special, right? So fair enough. So okie dokie. They've terrestrialized their Terapagos, but it is Toxic Poison, so it's on a quick timer. So it should only be around maximum for a few turns, right? But the question is now, what do I want to go for? Okay, do you know what? I'm going to go into my Electrode. Let's do it. So come on in, Electrode, buddy. I need your assistance. And I'll go for the Leech Seed. Let's do it. So Electrode, let's go for that Leech Seed. Here we go. Okay, so Electrode goes for the Leech Seed. We don't miss, thankfully. So, okay, what is the Terapagos going to go for against me, eh? Terra Starstorm again? Okie dokie. So, I'm pretty sure they've lost the initial, boost they get from being Stellar type, right? So, hold on, Electrode, buddy. Hold on. Electrode holds on like a boss. And then we're going to get some leftovers back as well, bringing us up to about, what, 59, 60, some 55. Okay, fair enough. So, alright. Now, we're also going to get some Leech Seed, which is fantastic. And now I can just go for some substitutes to buy some to pass some time, right? We'll be getting some more. Oh, look at that health! Amazing job. So they take another round of Toxic Poisoning, and yeah, Electrode can just outpace them like this. So let's go for that substitute. Here we go. Alright, so Electrode goes for the substitute. We take 33 damage from that, right? It's always good to keep in count how much substitute damage you take in case you need to know in the moment, right? So, okay. They go for another Terra Starstorm. They might be Choice Specs for all I know, right? So, okay, great job, Electrode. I mean, we know they're not Choice Scarf, otherwise they probably would have. I'm not sure actually. Is Terapagos around the 280s? I can't remember. Anyways, so great job, Electrode. We're gonna get some more leftovers back, and we can see that we are outpacing the substitute damage with our recovery, right? So that's always great to see. So great job, Electrode. I'm gonna go for one more substitute, and then I'll go for a Giga Drain, right? So that is the plan, because I'm not sure if my Giga Drain will knock it out at this point. I doubt it will. So let's go for one more substitute. We'll go from 88 to 55, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so Electrode goes for its second substitute. We get down to 55 HP. And I'm guessing they're going for another Terra Starstorm. Oh no! Now they're going for the Earth Power. So I guess they're not Choice Specs. Fair enough. So okay, that takes gets the Stellar Boost negated now, which is always great to see. So the substitute fades, and now we are going to get some more leftovers. Lovely jubbly. Bringing us up to, what, 63 or something? 63, fantastic. And now we're also going to get some more Leech Seed. There it is. So, Electrode, the draining monster. Fantastic. So, at this point, I feel pretty confident to be able to go for a Giga Drain, right? Because I feel like it will not... Oh, unless the poison knocks it out, and the poison knocks it out. Fair enough. So, great job, Electrode. Down goes their Terapagos and their terrestrialization, right? So, no more surprises from them. And let's see who they're going to next. Maybe Dialga? I don't know, but let's find out. Alright, so Miraidon's coming in. Okie dokie. So, I'm guessing they're going to go for a Dragon-type move against me, right? So, okay. None of my moves are effective, unfortunately. But I could go for a substitute. I think Electrode's faster, right? So, maybe that's in my best interest. I'm going to go for a substitute, and let's see what happens. Alright, so Electrode is faster. Amazing. Electrode, you super fast buddy. Okay, so we can just weaken them a bit with the Toxic for a few rounds, right? So they're going to break our substitute. Oh, hang on a minute. We quad resist it. Does it break our sub? I'm not even sure. It's quad resisted, so it does break it. Miraidon's still powerful enough, so fair enough. So That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. We are going to get some more leftovers back. Lovely jubbly. Great job, Electrode. And yeah, I can go for at least 2, maybe 3 more substitutes, right? And that will allow us to weaken the Miraidon, right? So that's my plan. So let's go for another substitute and let's do this. Alright, so Electrode goes for another substitute. We're down to 34 health, so I don't think we can go for the 3rd substitute. But we can go for another one after this, right? So that's the main thing. And we'll rack up some toxic damage, right? So that's always good to see. And we are also wasting the electric terrain turns, which is always good to see. So, okie dokie. The substitute fades. Fair enough. And Electrode, you are the man. Okay, so we're going to get some more leftovers. And then we can get some, what's his face? We can go for another substitute, right? So, there it is. Now, how much do you take from poison? Okie dokie, it's slowly racking up. That's what we like to see. Now, let's go for another substitute, and let's do this. Okay, so Electrode goes for another substitute. And, yeah, I just love this Electrode set so much, especially if you've got hazard setters on the team, right? So, okay, here comes another Electrode Drift, and it's going to break our substitute. And now Electrode can't, what's his face? Electrode can't, go for another substitute, but we can go for an attacking type move, or I could even switch into my Ursaluna to soak up the electric type move, right? And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So great job, Electrode, and yeah, they'll take another turn of poison just like that, right? So okay, Electrode, I'm going to save you for a bit later on. Let's go straight into our Ursaluna and let's do this. So alright, Electrode, you've been amazing, buddy. Come on back, take a good long rest. And Ursaluna, I need your help with tanking this electric type move. Come on in. Okay, so show me the Electro Drift. Oh, Dazzling Gleam. Interesting. So Ursaluna takes that like a boss. Great job, Ursaluna. That's what I'm talking about. And now, what do I want to do, eh? What do I want to do? I could just go for a body slam. Do you know what? That's what I'm going to do. Alright, so Ursaluna, buddy, let's go for that body slam and let's knock out this Miraidon. Alright, so, and the battle was cancelled. Amazing. Good game to my opponent, I guess. Fair play, and great job to all my Pokemon. What an amazing set of games, am I right? Hisuian Pokemon are bloody strong, and they work together really well. Fantastic stuff. Oh, and if you enjoyed watching my Hisuian team annihilating our opponents, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to let me know what's your favourite Hisuian Pokemon down below in the comments. And with all that said, there should be a couple of videos popping up right about now that YouTube thinks you'll love, so why not give one of those a try after this? Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a fantastic day. Cheers.
No time to question my moves. I stick to the path that I